Well, just join me immediately.
I don't know, just look and see.
Sign in.
I'll just wait, see it's syncing.
Time is that?
Yeah.
About as good as it can be, all things considered. Huh? It makes me super happy for all of you. So,
There we go. So you can just watch her now.
perfect. Did you guys get the memo about if you have a chair and a yoga block and a yoga mat to have them with you?
I can go get mine. Should I go get mine?
Yeah, definitely. And if you don't have a yoga mat, or sorry, if you don't have like a yoga block, then a throw pillow will work. If you have a throw pillow.
She said to get
It's a flexibility one. Yeah.
She said to get it.
A pillow? Okay, we'll get a pillow, sweetie. Yeah, it's just a stretching one, I think.
Amanda, are you being a sneaky spy? Where's your face?
Of course, I have a coughing attack as I come on. I usually, when I'm doing it, because I monitor to make sure it's going okay, and it feels creepy when everyone's dancing and I'm just staring at you. So,
you're not going to stretch with us?
Not today. I'm going to do the video. Becca's going to do it, and then I'm going to do the video after, just because what I like to do, so I'll explain to some of you who haven't done online yet, is when Miss Alyssa is explaining something, I'll put her as the main person, and then I'll go and I'll show everyone practicing the exercises and flip between you. So, and I'm just here to make sure the audio and everything works. So we'll let everyone be open, and I've got your mics open right now so we can chat till everyone gets here. And then once we start, I'll mute everyone but Alyssa.
Sounds good. Miss Amanda, Ava was just asking if we know the code for Olivia to join.
Yes.
Oh, there she is. She made it.
Okay. I was thinking that I'll post the meeting codes too, so that you don't need the links. You can just log in and put the number right in. So.
But it'll be the same code every week?
Yes. Yeah. So the links, you can either use the link, but sometimes if you're not on a computer, like if you're using a tablet, it's easier just to log into your Zoom account and then just put in the 9-digit meeting code. So.
Totally.
I'll send those to people as well.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Has online school started for all of you guys yet?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
All over the place.
Because we haven't been going.
Pardon? Let's see. I wonder if, do you think we'll be expecting many more?
I usually wait till about class time or a minute past, and then people can join us as we're going as well. So we'll wait another minute or so, and then.
Sounds good to me. Anybody who's just logging in now, if you could grab a chair, a yoga mat, and a yoga block if you have it. If you don't have a yoga block, a throw pillow is fine as well.
Hello, Alexis.
Hi.
Did you guys see my funny Instagram story yesterday of me trying to bug Zach to do a TikTok with me?
No.
I found a really funny one, and it involved many much like hilarious body rolls, and he's very tall, so I think it would be so funny, but for some reason he just doesn't want to do it. There's a lot of us here. This is great.
I think I might have done this before. Did I?
Hey, hey. Hello, Kaylee. Hello.
Oh, look, here comes the cat.
Oh, man, cats. Cats are a lot to deal with when you're dancing from home all the time. Anytime I'm stretching or doing anything, he just wants to be like under my stomach. He tries to knock me over. So you might see a cameo from my cat during the class. It's very possible.
I saw your cat before in a video.
Yep. He usually is within like a foot or two of me. I actually don't know where he is right now. He's probably eating. Hello, hello, everybody. Get to hear me sing to you awkwardly while we have class. It's gonna be so good.
Yay.
Yay, my awkward singing. Marilla, is Shannon coming?
She told me yesterday she was, but I don't know if she still is.
Cool. It's all good. Do you, anybody who's just coming in last minute, I'm just going to keep saying it as people are logging on. You want to make sure you have a chair, a yoga mat, and a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga mat or a yoga block, you can use a throw pillow. Just some of the stuff we're going to do, it involves us being on our hands and knees, and I just want to make sure we're taking the time to protect our knees is all. If you have a chair that is a folding chair, that is the best option. It doesn't really matter today, but as we keep going through this in the weeks to come, some of the exercises will adapt as we go, because not everybody's going to have everything we need. But I had one more thing I was going to say about chairs. Oh, you need to be able to stand on it. So make sure the chair that you have, you can stand on it without it getting angry.
Okay, mine was angry.
My chair's broken.
Your chair is broken. Do you have a non-broken chair?
I mean, there's a thing missing.
Do you think you would be able to? Oh, okay. You could stand on it though?
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta be able to stand on the chair because we're doing Magic Pike today, which I know some of us has done, and it's a crowd favorite. Okay, I'm gonna start
It's
talking
fine.
at you guys, and then if I see anybody else kind of log in, then I will kind of start talking over again. But I think Amanda's gonna mute you guys. Try your best to all of the instructions that I give. If you for surezies have a question that like you really need the help on something, I'm gonna ask you to employ the Kermit the Frog method, where you wave your hands like this so that I know you need me, okay? So can we do a practice run of the Kermit the Frog, please? You need me, go! Kermit the Frog, wild Kermits, excellent, great, and wonderful. And then that way I can say it out loud. I can be like, oh, so-and-so needs my help. And then Amanda can unmute you and you can ask me the question. Thumbs up if you got me. Cool. We're going to be doing a lot of the thumbs up method because when I'm far away, it's hard for me to see all of your lovely, lovely faces. So if I say, are you guys good? You have to do this. Okay. Are you good? Yeah, you guys did a nice job with listening. Okay, so yoga for Rick. Yes, we have yoga mats, we have chair. I'm going to talk to you guys for just a minute or two about what this flexibility certification is, this program that we're going to be working on together. I went and started my modules 1 and 2 of the Alixa Flexibility Program back in December. I adore this program because it pushes for beautiful flexibility, but achieving all of it safely. So we're never gonna do an oversplit. We're never gonna pop our leg up into anything. We're gonna be combining flexibility challenges with strengthening exercises in order to be able to achieve the best flexibility we can. So something important to remember about these exercises is they are about progress. So I'm not looking for who can get the most progress when we're doing an exercise. I'm looking for who can get steady progress, little bits of progress each time. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, great. So what I want you guys thinking about as you're doing these exercises, first thing, you have to hold them. Even if they hurt, you have to hold them because you can't progress if you're constantly coming out of it. Now let's talk about what hurt means, because if something is in crucial pain, we obviously can come out of the stretch. However, if something is just, I'm sore, or this is stretching me a lot, you can always pull back a little bit, but do not come out of the stretch, okay? Does that make sense? Great. Okay, so the way I want you thinking about these exercises is you want to utilize a pain scale from 1 to 10. So that's kind of like if you go see a doctor and the doctor's like, how much does it hurt? And we say 1 to 10. So if it's in a 1 to 4, or sorry, a 1 to 3, then we can be pushing way more, okay? If it's a 4 to 6, we can be pushing a little bit more. If we're in a 7 to 8, that's our golden spot. That's where we want to be when we're doing all these stretches. We want to feel the intensity at a 7 to an 8. If you are in a 9 to a 10, don't sit and hold the thing and cry and be like, oh my gosh, my world is ending. you can pull back a little bit. Nobody has to champ through to a 9 or 10, okay? Thumbs up. Awesome. Okay. The last thing I'll say, I have a lot to explain today since it's the first day of this, but I just want to make sure you guys are understanding everything the best that we can so you can all stay safe. So, when we are doing these exercises, there are a couple of methods. This flexibility certification comes from the idea that we can move while we're in stretches. And when we move while we're in these stretches, moving allows us to kind of increase the mobility in our muscle and joint areas. So we never just sit in a stretch. And so there's a couple of things that we can all do when we're in any stretch. So there's 3 things you can think about. The first, if you have somebody who's near you while you're doing this certification, so say mom is around or like your sibling is around, you can use a technique called massaging. So for those of you that have done some of these stretches with me before, I've come around and kind of used my heel of my hand to massage your muscles while we're doing the exercises. That's a tricky one to do if you're on your own. If we're doing an exercise, you don't have to get up yet. If we're doing an exercise where perhaps I have the chair here and I'm taking my foot up onto the chair, here is an easier spot that I can be doing my own massaging, but there's some exercises that, depending on where our hands are, you would need somebody else to do that. So massaging is one of the techniques that we can use. The second is rocking. Really, really easy. We can rock in our hips, we can rock through our cores. So a lot of these exercises we do today, you'll be able to utilize rocking as a technique to help you gain some mobility. And the last one, which is another one we'll definitely use today, is vibrating. So if I am in an exercise where I have my leg up here, I can vibrate the leg in order to kind of help open things up. Is everybody with me? Thumbs up. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna need from all of you to do is to get off of your chairs, and you need to give me 50 jumping jacks so that your bodies are nice and warm. So 50 jumping jacks from everybody, okay? Let's go. Yay, I can see you all working hard. Awesome. I'll know if you're not doing your jumping jacks because I'm gonna watch this back after, so don't cheat. Woo, getting that cardio. Woo. Good stuff, good stuff. Finish up if you haven't done your 50, that's okay. And then the first thing we're gonna do is actually a muscle recognition exercise. So we're gonna utilize the mat here, and I'm gonna take off my sweater because it's 1,000 degrees in my house. Okay, so utilizing our mat. So this first exercise that we're gonna work on, you're gonna think about being kind of like a tabletop here. And we're gonna do a muscle recognition exercise where we're working on lifting up our leg, but we don't wanna overuse our butt or our quad muscles. So we're here, and we're gonna go from a bent knee to a stretched leg, hold for 3 seconds, come back down. We're gonna do that 10 times, we're gonna do that on the right, and then 10 times on the left. You wanna make sure you're not overusing the butt. So we have to try and lift the leg as lightly as we possibly can. We want the knee to be facing the floor and the toe to be pointed, okay? So, here we go. We're taking that toe, and we're going 1, 2, 3, down. 2, 2, 3, down. 3, 2, 3, down. 4, 2, 3. Make sure you're not squeezing the butt too much as you're doing this. We want the leg to be light as a feather. 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, and now we're going to switch. And 1, 2, 3, nice light leg, it's floating. 2, 3, we're relaxing in the glute and quad. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, nice and light. 8, 2, 3. And when you're practicing this at home, you can go as slow as you can with these. We're trying to conserve time a little bit right now. And that's 10, 2, 3. Now, where we can go with that exercise next, we do the same exercise 10 times again on each side, but we go from a straight leg to a straight leg now, and it's a much quicker progression. So we're not doing it and squeezing up at the top, we're going quickly, and we're making sure, again, that we're making that leg as light as we possibly can. So let's come on down, okay? Stretch that foot behind you. My knee is facing the floor. My toe is pointed. So nice and quickly, I'm going light, down. 2, 3, not using my butt to lift up. I'm trying to just let the leg be as light as it can be. 7, 8, 9, 10, and switching. We go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, this one's a little trickier for me. I can realize that I'm kind of gripping my butt as I'm going, so I'm trying to relax. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! How'd we all do? Thumbs up? We okay? Yeah? Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna take you on a little field trip over to my wall over here so that you guys can see me. So you're gonna need a chunk of wall for this exercise. If you have a couch or something behind you, a couch is fine as well. Okay, so utilizing a wall or a couch or a cupboard, get creative. We're all getting creative in this together. I would recommend taking your mat and double folding it. So folding it over on itself and bringing it over to the wall. Okay, so this is a hip wall sit, and it's an excellent exercise for digging deep into our hip flexors. So what we're gonna do, you wanna start on your weak leg first. So that's gonna be different for all of us. My left is my weak side. So I'm gonna take my left leg. And I'm gonna put it up against this wall behind me. If you can see, it's up on the wall, okay? So I'm gonna sit up nice and tall. We wanna make sure that we're engaging through our cores for the entire exercise. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, to get against the wall. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this bottom leg here, what I'm gonna take my bottom leg and do, I'm gonna take this bottom leg and turn it out away from my body. I wanna try and get about this much space between my heel and my butt. And so we're gonna put that rocking motion into place now. So we're gonna just rock our hips from side to side. We wanna make sure that we're not sitting down on our butt at all. So you shouldn't be able to get down onto your bum. And we wanna make sure we're getting an even rock from side to side. Remember, this bottom foot is turned out away from me. Try and sink down into the hip. Now this is where it starts to get really, really fun, okay? This top leg that's behind us, we're gonna take it and try to move it out, away from us on the wall. So still keeping it against the wall, but moving it away to the outside of us, okay? Now, here's a fun fact about this stretch. As dancers, we're gonna feel this one a lot more. Keep rocking side to side while I talk to you. You're gonna feel it's harder to move the leg outwards, but in a moment, we're gonna take it and twist it inwards, and that's a lot easier for dancers. Gymnasts, it's generally the reverse, where we can go out a lot more, and then in is a trickier time. So take that back leg now, move it in. So now, as you can see, my foot looks like a tail. It's like coming out of my butt, basically, because I can move it inside so much. So we've taken that foot and we've moved it inside, and now we are rocking from side to side. Good stuff, my friends. Okay, put that foot back up straight behind you, so like kind of where you started. You're gonna reach back with the same hand as leg. So if your left leg is up, you're gonna take your left hand back and you're gonna vibrate. So just like take the foot and shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Good, okay. Now, just come down off the wall for a second and go into your pigeon stretch now that you've done that. So just stretching that leg out behind you that you just stretched out, and you're on top of the other knee. Don't know if you guys can see, that's how I'm sitting right now. Hopefully that exercise kind of gave you a little bit more flexibility and you could feel yourself drop down. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you kind of felt a little bit of a difference? I'm seeing some thumbs, good. Good, good, good. Okay, let's do the other side now. So, putting our opposite foot up against the wall. Pulling up through your core, staying engaged through the tummy, taking the bottom foot and turning it out away from us. So the one that we're sitting on. And now we're gonna start that side to side rocking. Rocking from side to side. Good stuff, guys. Okay, so then we have to take that leg that's behind us and we have to move it outwards. Oof, as much as it'll go. Mine is not very far, and that's a-okay. I'm pushing to my limit, and that's all good. We're still rocking from side to side in those hips. Beautiful work, guys, beautiful work. And now I'm gonna take that top foot and move it in. There it is, it's popped out the side of my body again. Still rocking from side to side. Really nice, dancers. Now we're gonna take that leg behind us and we're gonna grab it with the same hand and we're gonna vibrate. So shake, 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 shake. Awesome. Okay, come on down and then try out that pigeon stretch again on the opposite side. See if your hip gives you a little bit more mobility, if you can get down a little bit further. Whew, how'd it go, Kaylee? Thumbs up? Yeah? Nice. Good, good, good. Okay, how are we all doing? Yeah? Okay, so we're gonna get our chairs set up now. This is an exercise I'm gonna have to talk through to you guys first, and then you guys are gonna do it, and I'm gonna get off of the chair and talk. So let me just put my computer back on the charger. So this one is called Magic Pike, and I swear to goodness, when I learned this exercise, I did the exercise, I checked out the after effect, and I literally looked at the teacher and I was like, are you a wizard? Because it was just so unbelievable. I couldn't believe that myself, as somebody who's not the most flexible, I have to work very hard for my flexibility. I was able to like bend myself in half. So it's pretty great. The first thing I'm gonna have all of you do, just do your standing pike. So everybody just stand and touch your toes. Stand and touch your toes. See how it feels, okay? And just remember how it feels, because it's gonna feel really different after we do this exercise. I'm going to set up my chair and try to talk it through the best I can. Amanda, if you could just like hop on the microphone if it's not viewable and I need to change the angle, that would be awesome because I'm going to be standing on a chair. So I'm taking my chair here, okay? And the first thing, you guys don't get on your chairs yet. Let me explain all of the instructions first, just so nobody gets hurt. So we're going to stand up on our chairs, okay? And then I'm going to move my feet to the outside of the chairs as wide as I can. And I want my heels to be dangling off the chair as well. My hands, I'm going to walk them down the chair. It doesn't matter how far they are as long as they're even. So like I don't want one up here and one down here. I want them in the same spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend one knee. I'm going to bend my right knee for 2 seconds. And I'm going to push my hips, boom, over the left standing leg. So that left leg is straight, if you can see there. And I'm pushing my hips out, and then I'm gonna switch for 2 seconds. So now my left knee is bent, and I'm pushing my booty out over to the right leg. So I'm pushing the hip over the straight leg. So we're gonna do this 15 times. 1 time counts when you do each side. After I've done those 15 times, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend one knee. So we've done our 15 times, right, left, times 15. I'm gonna bend one knee. So I'm gonna bend my right knee. So imagine I'm still up on the chair, if you will. So I'm up on the chair, I'm stretching forward. I'm gonna bend that right knee and stick the booty out. And I'm gonna take the opposite hand. I'm gonna cup my hand together like this, no open fingers, cup it together. And I'm gonna just gently place it on my knee for 30 seconds. And then we're gonna switch and do 30 seconds the other way. So 15 times for 2 seconds. We're switching sides. Ta-da-ta-da-ta-da-ta. Switching times 15. Then we're gonna do 30 seconds holding while my booty's pushing out. And then 30 seconds holding while my booty is pushing out the other way. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm just gonna take a scroll through and see who's got thumbs up. Make sense? Make sense? Good, okay guys, I'm really excited. So let's hop up on those chairs. You want your feet as wide as the chair, and you want your heels dangling off the back part. That's part of what helps us get more. So you're gonna walk those hands down as far as you can, make sure that they're even, okay? I'm gonna talk out loud to you guys as you do this, so hopefully we can all stay together. You're gonna bend the right knee first and stretch the left first, which means our hips are gonna be pushing over the left side. And then I'm gonna say switch, switch, and you're gonna stick with me, okay? Here we go. Those hands are walked down, our bodies are stretched up, our feet are as wide as they can be. Let's bend the right knee. Bend, pushing the hips to the left. Switch, push the hips to the right. Switch, 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 switch. Good. Keep going. Switch, switch. If you're comfortable, let the head drop. So don't hold on to tension in your necks. Let your heads drop. Switch, switch. Good. Switch. Olivia M., you're looking really good. Miss Amanda just made it nice and big. Good technique. Switch. 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 Keep pushing those hips out. Good. Looking good, Olivia B. Switch. Let your head hang. Let your head be heavy. Yes, good girl. Switch. Looks good, Marilla. Make sure you're not pushing into your hyperextension of your knees. So keep the knees loose, okay? Good. Switch. Okay, I think I've lost count. So we're gonna take our right knee and bend it. Push the hips to the left side. Cup the knee in opposition. So it should be opposite hand to the opposite knee. That's it. Hey, Lexi. Looking right at the camera. Push that booty out, guys. Head down, head down. It's okay, Ava, you're not gonna miss anything. All of our hands are in opposition. Keep holding, let the head be heavy. Make sure your heels are dangling off the back of the chair. Good stuff. Keep fighting, friends. I know that you're probably getting really sore. We're gonna get through it. And switch. Whoa, all of a sudden my face was super huge. So we've switched knees, making sure we have a good cupped hand on the knee. Beautiful. Nice, guys. Keep going. Dangle those heads. Let them be heavy. Good. Feel yourself lengthening. Keep pushing the side of the booty out. Okay, slowly and carefully get yourselves off the chairs and then do your standing pike again. See how it feels. So many of you that just stand up because you're like, what? Good. Olivia, oh, transfer your weight forward in your feet. Yep, thank you. Good, okay, come on up for a second. I don't know if there's a way I can, oh yes, I can. Did you guys feel like you got further in the stretch? Thumbs up. If you feel like you got a little more out of it, awesome. So because I did a little bit of explaining at the beginning, this class went really, really fast today. We're just gonna finish with one more thing that is for our cores. So why don't we get our mats out again? Just place these out like this. So we're gonna do like a tuck position. And what the goal here is, okay, I'm gonna sit like this. And my goal is to lower my body as slowly as I can through my spine. And when I can't go any further without losing control, I pop back up. And I always want to think about keeping my spine a little bit hollow when I'm doing this. So we're gonna go as far as we can, squeezing the tummy, always engaging the core. And when I can't get any further without losing control, I come up and again. Try and see how far you can let yourself go. And we might all be on different tempos, guys. That's okay. It's gonna be different for all of us. Make sure when you get to that top position, you're nice and tall, and then you hollow out again. And up. Just a couple more times. Woo! One more. Everyone give me one more. And come on back up. Come on and see me up at the camera for a second. So now that we know what materials we need and we kind of know how the program works, next week we'll be able to do a little bit more. Did you guys feel the stretches we did today though? Yeah, they're pretty wild, right? I have one we'll do next week for our butts. That's just like, it's such a deep stretch. The first time I did it, I was like, wow, I felt like I could feel it into another dimension, but it's unbelievable for opening things up. I had a really wonderful time getting to see you all and teaching. It even felt a little bit like we were all at the studio together. So it just made my heart super warm. Keep doing these exercises. I promise you, you will see a difference in your flexibility if you guys are using them. There is a reason this program is it's all over the world. Like people are doing it in Europe, people are doing it in the States, people are doing it in Asia. There's a reason it's everywhere. So keep utilizing it, keep utilizing the tools, and let's get more flexible together. And I hope you all have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you all for classes on either Tuesday or next Thursday if you come and dance with me again. So I'll see you guys all later.
Thanks, Alyssa.
Thank you, no problem. Thank you all for being here. Thanks, Amanda.
Bye. Guys.